My project is a book I'm currently writing. It's called What It Was Really Like. It's just it's a book that highlights the life of an international student from Nigeria here in Canada, like everything that happens in between from matriculation to graduation.
I focused on ideas to create a skateboard shop at home in Nassau, Bahamas.
This summer for my TD Ignite grant, I was working on a project called Wander Travels, and basically it's about automating the process of traveling and finding where you'd like to travel to.
So my entrepreneurship project idea was, it's called the Local Food Forest. And what it is, it's a landscaping service, but instead of focusing on to the beauty and the natural of flowers, I'm focusing on the productivity of the flowers itself and vegetation. So this would mean that the plants would give a produce at the end for food consumption to the landowner or whoever owns or would like to take advantage of the landscape and the flowers around and the vegetation.
The TD Ignite grant really, it helped me with my self-direction. With this idea that I kind of had to work with a lot of people this summer, it gave me the initiative to start something that I never thought that I would start. I know that a big problem I have, especially in school and in life, is that I always have problems and troubles like starting something. But once I started, I give it my all. So I think that this experience really pushed my initiative to start an idea.
For the TD Ignite grant experience, what it really meant to me was that I had backup for my idea. I felt like, going into the TD Ignite grant with just an idea, didn't know how it was gonna go, and getting all that feedback from professionals from all the way to the bank and to the school institution. I really enjoyed it because it gave me a bit more motivation, a bit more confidence to me as well, to pursue my ideas in entrepreneurship. And so it was a great learning experience. I really enjoyed it, and it really pushed me to new boundaries.
The TD Ignite grant was an amazing experience. I think just getting the validation for my business idea was a big step. I mean, also the funding is important because I was able to do something such as buying a website source. I was able to register my business name with the New Brunswick government. So all that kind of paper things to get my business actually going, as well as free some time to whether that was reading business books or conducting some market research interviews. That funding definitely did come in handy.
The TD Ignite grant was a blessing. I was not the most confident. Since I was young, I always wanted to be a writer. But this grant made me feel like I was good enough to be considered. It opened my headspace, kind of. I became more confident and willing to chase my goals. And because of the money I got from the grant, I was able to focus on my book fully this summer, not having to work at some other place. Yeah, just fully focus on my book.
This opportunity kind of made me think more about the community at home and how can I just make it bigger, better, and how can it ties in with the economy at home. Because I think another idea was just helping the economy in different ways than one.
You have to put in a lot of work to know exactly where you want to go, but it's also not knowing where you want to go that I learned about, and really taking that step into that risk that you need to do it and find out what will happen and just roll with the punches and go about and to keep pushing forward. That's what I learned a lot about this year.